Yo, what's going on, everybody? This is Psyche here, and today we are going to be streaming some Top Survivor Rank, and we're going to be playing Magician. I don't always play Magician. It's been a while. I'm in a Magician mood, so we're going to be playing Magician. One of those survivors that I don't really see people play, but I think he is pretty good. Even before his buffs, I thought he was pretty solid. Even after they gave him his third wand, he's a lot better now, and they've even made him even better in recent times. So we're going to play him today. If you guys love Magician, you're going to love today's stream. If you don't love Magician, well, you're still going to love the stream because it's a Psyche stream. Obviously, that's why you're here. Alright, I'm just kidding. Anyway, guys, we're going to be playing. Looks like we got a champion in our room, so we're going to be able to ban Shadow, which is actually not that important as Magician. Really, it's fine to go against Shadow as Magician. You can actually remove the Shadow off of you immediately, or the Yithian, but I call it Shadow. She's called Shadow. I call the Ghost a Shadow. It's confusing. So the Yithian, you can pull it off by becoming invisible. Little fun tip you can do with Magician and First Officer. And I guess Lucky Guy as well if you're playing Lucky Guy. But it's really just the ability. It's not really the character. It's just that's what the ability does. Welcome everyone to the stream. We got Oka. We got Ned. Pink, Rose A Black. I didn't even notice the first time that your name has an E after Pink. Pinky Rose A Black. I don't even know how you say that. Psyche, when are you playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure? What kind of question is that? Solo ranking today by Key? Yes, I'm too lazy to find people. And lately, when I've been playing with people, I tend to piss them off. So I think it'll be easier if we just play on our own. I think that'll be better for everyone, right, guys? All right, we got Mr. Oh, Little Girl decided to come here. Interesting. I don't know why Little Girl, of all people, decided to come here when the hunter's right there. It's very interesting. Anyway, I don't know why she didn't go ahead and... I see why. The cipher's blocked, but there's another one right there. I'm feeling very sluggish right now. This does not feel like good ping, even though it says 60, which is actually pretty... You know, I'm not saying 60 is not a good ping. It's higher than usual, but I should not be having this jittery movement that I got going on here. By the way, that little girl, all she had to do was decode statue. That just dropped our decoding speed significantly by her going and stealing my cipher. On top of that, it looked like the Ripper was actually coming in my direction, which could have been very bad for her, because she... I mean... I don't know, maybe people want to get chased as Little Girl? I would say you don't want to get chased as Little Girl. I think the whole point is to not get chased as Little Girl. She's more of a support character than an actual solo kiter. Even my pings are delayed by 1 second, even though I have green ping. Interesting. Okay. We're going to restart the game after this, I guess. Because we should not be getting ping this bad. This Ripper's really struggling. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, that was a basic hit, though, of all things. The thing about Ripper is you're never really going to hit anyone with your basic attack. You're only going to get Foggy Blades, and he was really struggling to get Foggy Blades, so he's extremely lucky to have gotten that basic hit in the first place. Okay. So we are a little bit behind on decode. No thanks to our Little Girl stealing our cipher machine, but that's alright. We have another one right next to us. And we also have Gravekeeper cipher. The only thing is, I don't really think it's going to be worth going for a second rescue here, because we don't have the ciphers enough to even save this Mind's Eye's life before she dies again. We don't have a second tide, so we would need the ciphers to already be prime when we do the second rescue, and they're not going to be prime. They're not even going to be that close, if I'm being honest. I guess if she rebounds here, then it's fine. But, I mean, she hasn't taken a hit yet, which is kind of surprising. Unfortunately, Gravekeeper did not pop a cipher in time, and yeah. He is going to get his Foggy Blade back, going to take out the Mind's Eye right there. Basic hit or not, doesn't really matter. She was going to go down there, unless he just misses it, which I guess that was happening the first few times. Looks like Little Girl is going to get forced to rescue here. Does she want to rescue still? She does want to rescue. She used the page. Going to get hit one time. Early rescue. I guess you don't have much choices, Little Girl. If you leave the chair and try to come back later... Okay, interesting use of page. Just to try to push him away and then get the rescue so he can't get an immediate farm. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. We got 69 decode. Always love to see it. Happens on accident way too much. And my honest opinion for this game, guys, if Gravekeeper doesn't decode us another cipher machine right here, we lost this game. This is why I didn't want to do a second rescue. We just lose this game now. For starters, he has an immediate chair after killing the Mind's Eye, so he's immediately putting pressure on us again in a situation that we were anyway going to tie. Difference is now we are also in a losing position by going for that rescue. And second of all, she not only did she go down, she went down by the Cypher. So that's even more trouble. We legit cannot go for the rescue right now. We just die. Let's see what happens here. No, we didn't end up getting to use the Magician Illusion in time. But we can't go for the rescue. If we go for the rescue in that situation, we would get farmed on the spot. He's going... By the way, the reason he's going for me is because, Wow! How does that hit me? How is that hitting me? Okay, the basic hit, I understand how that hit me, but... How did the Foggy Blade hit me? Oh... That is so unfortunate. We should not have gone down there. I should have just vaulted the window and just ate the small Foggy, I guess, but I can't believe both of those things happened. Oh, that is really unfortunate. Oh yeah, and he's not gonna make it because of the warp as well. I mean, we're not playing a rescue character, so we're not gonna be able to make the rescue until the Cypher's primed, is the issue. He just sees where the Cypher popped. He sees that Gravekeeper shaking another Cypher. There's nothing we can do at this point. Even if we don't go down there, we still don't make the rescue at the end of the day. Because, why? Because the little girl went for a rescue when we don't have anyone to rescue her. So when she goes down, what happens? Well, she's just dead. She's just dead. There's no other way to put it. She's just dead because she went for the rescue. She should have not went for the rescue, truthfully. Let's see how long we can last here. We do have one more illusion. He's on the other side of the wall. Hello, Mr. Ripper. I'm not going to illusion that because... Okay, I should have illusioned that. I didn't think he already had a second Foggy Blade. Anyway. Don't be going for second rescues when your team has no one to rescue you. Long story short. Gravekeeper goes ahead. He does the Cypher Machine. He has to decode the Cypher Machine. And I have to rescue, but I don't have any way to rescue her. She died on the Cypher, and we don't have anyone to rescue her. Two problems with her rescuing right there. There's just no way to save that game. That was going to be a tie if she just doesn't rescue there, most likely. But I'm actually going to restart my iPad here because of the ping from that last game. I mean, it's a little girl. What did you expect? She did steal my Cypher at the start of the game as well. A little bit unfortunate that we went down there, but it doesn't really make a difference. We still weren't going to make the rescue. The only difference it would make is if we survived there, then eventually the Cypher would be primed. Gravekeeper would go for the rescue and the Cypher's primed, and he pops the Cypher, of course. And then Ripper sees that he pops the Cypher and he warps back to chair and kills the Gravekeeper. That's what would happen normally. And then maybe the difference is we could maybe get one escape out. That would be the main difference. But that's still also not guaranteed. Just to warm up. I mean, I don't really think there was anything I could have done there better. The only thing we could have done there better was obviously not going down at that window, but that would not change the actual outcome of the match. The actual outcome of the match would have still been the same because that little girl rescuing there. Psyche, do you have any tips for kiting Ripper for new players? It's hard for me to explain the proper techniques clearly. Ripper, long story short, Ripper is mostly a hunter where you need abilities to kite him. His Foggy Blade, the way it works is once you're close enough, it's basically a guaranteed hit. There's no reason Ripper should be missing his Foggy Blades. Unless he's a really greedy Ripper, he's not patient at all, then he should not be missing his Foggy Blades. Especially because when you stun him, the Foggy Blades still come out. So Coordinator is very dangerous against him. Enchantress is scary to use against him because he could swing right as you stun him and the Foggy Blade will still come out. Even if you stunned him before this attack finished. So that's not great. Pal stunning him for that reason is also not great. The most important thing is you just need distance. And you need some sort of ability that can either absorb hits or give you good distance. The main way you're going to kite him is early game, of course, because once you try to kite him later game, then one of those strategies, the distance strategy, is not going to work so well anymore. Unless you can find a way to remove his invisibility first, but in that case you can just throw a small Foggy and get it back. It only takes a few seconds. Same problem there, it just delays it by a little bit. Anyway. You need distance, so Broken Windows is going to be great. Broken Windows Oh my goodness. Broken Windows is gonna be great. Someone needs to spawn here. This is you cannot give this spawn to the hunter. You cannot give middle, and you cannot give the Geisha house to the hunter. It's like you do but yeah, that's the main tips for cutting Ripper. You need some sort of strategy to deal with him up close. The other strategy is the mind game strategy, which is tall walls. Tall walls. When he cannot see you, he kind of has to guess when you're behind the pal and when you're not. So obviously, if he doesn't, first of all, he has to know you're behind the pallet for him to swing at the pallet and guarantee hit you. So if you play mind games with him and it turns out you're not even behind the pallet when he thought you were, then he ends up wasting his Foggy Blade, which is great for you, and you can play mind games like that. It's not guaranteed to work, but if you have several tall walls in your area, Ruins is a good example, and the Ripper does not have clear line of sight on you, then he kind of has to play a guessing game whether you're standing by the pallet or not, whether he should swing at it or not, like. And when I say swing at it, I mean like swing while walking through, so that if you stun him, you'll still get hit. Ripper's that kind of character where if he chooses to swing, it's basically a guaranteed hit. It's just a matter of does he choose to swing or does he not choose to swing. Because if he swings and you're not there, then he just wasted it. He just wasted his blade. And that'll put him down by 18 seconds. So it's a big issue for him having to guess like that. And again, then let's say you are standing by the pallet and he doesn't swing, then you just pallet stun him, and that's also going to set him back quite a bit. Anyway, that's not a great start. Blood Queen counters Enchantress. One of those characters that on paper seems really good, in reality because of Blood Queen's existence. Interesting that the Knight actually chooses to run away from the Blood Queen, because that means he can't use his ability now. You have to be certain distance to the Hunter to use your ability, so. Not a great helmet right there. The good news is she can't use her ability because she just used it. The bad news is he's not going to make it before half. Whew. Okay, let's just go ahead and do two-story. This is going to be one of those games where we're really going to be fighting it. Ooh, man, so much we're going to do this cipher. Everything is going wrong. Everything is going wrong. She also got hit through the pallet there, so she can use the mirror on someone else and maybe get injury on them. Hopefully she doesn't. Looks like she doesn't. Not even a flywheel gets out. Okay, there is the flywheel, but it's still way better than taking a hit. Oh my goodness. Enchantress is having it rough today. I mean, this is why I just don't play Enchantress. This is why I don't play Painter, why I don't play Dancer. Like, they're not terrible survivors. They're not terrible. They're useful against certain hunters. Painter and Dancer against more hunters than Enchantress. Okay, so I would never really play Enchantress if I'm being honest, but even Enchantress against certain hunters is pretty helpful. But I just can't play her. I can't play her because of Blood Queen. You can't play her because of Blood Queen. No one can play her because of Blood Queen. The hunter always gets to see what survivors you guys are picking. If they see half the survivor team dies pretty bad to Blood Queen, they just go Blood Queen. It's at least a tie, if not a win. Honestly, could this have been a tie if the Knight rescued before half? I think so. I think so, because she wouldn't be on her next target so soon already. But yeah, went down to a basic hit there without even getting the mirror out. So now Antiquarian is the one who has to eat the mirror because he didn't get it out. It really sucks to be her right now. And yeah, we're just gonna try to get best seduction this game, just so we only lose like -1. And yeah, that's gonna be the strat. We do get some points for rescuing. I think I do need to use my illusion there, because if she has Withering Effect and Berserker, then I'm not so sure we would make it to the chair before she mirrors me to death. Or even if we do, someone immediately gets farmed. At least this way, Knight has an opportunity to use his ability, assuming he has it, which I'm not so sure he did, if I'm being honest. Maybe he didn't. But man, lately, Withering Effect is one of those hunter traits that I've really been waking up to. I think a lot of people don't realize how good Withering Effect is. Withering Effect is again, one of those abilities that, Sad for her. Withering Effect is one of those abilities that no one talks about. And no, I'm not even sure if anyone really knows what it does, but basically what it does is it makes it so you don't get a speed boost if you get hit 10 meters away from the chair or more. Which is insane. It's insane if you combine with Berserker and a fast recovery Speed Hunter, which Blood Queen is not that fast at recovering. But if you combine it with something like Black Form Wu Chang, who has naturally fast recovery, and you give him Berserker, maybe he has some Overwhelm on there as well. I don't even need to use my illusion, okay. And then, to combine with those two things already, watch for the blink here, okay. She might blink right here. In that case, I'm not going to get close to the wall. This is generally how you play around Blink. You just don't stand too close to the walls. But the only issue is now hold up. There's no way, because the mirror is going to hit us, and then the mirror on the other... The mirror is going to hit us on one side, and then the main body is going to hit us on the other side. So there's not much way to survive. The only way we could really survive is if Tram runs her over, which would mean we bring her closer to her mirror. But no, Tram's a little bit too slow still. We did get best deduction, but we still lost -5. Yeah, Enchantress is really not viable because of Blood Queen. If Blood Queen were gone, there would be a lot more cases where survivors like Painter and Dancer, who they're not bad. They're not bad characters. They're really good. They have their situations where they're very good. I mean, Painter basically has 2 flare guns if you think about it. It's just, man, because of Blood Queen, you can't play half the survivors in the book. And some of the survivors are bad, you know, like Mind's Eye. Like, you shouldn't be playing them anyway. They're not really good into any. Are you gonna eat the raw egg? I already ate the raw egg on the same stream that I said I would eat it. You should watch the whole stream. But yeah, you really can't play a lot of characters in this game because of Blood Queen. Postman is another one. Postman's like another interesting character that I would like to play. He's got like the window boost letter, which is honestly probably his best letter right now. Because the decoding letter, 10% faster. Even survivors like Mechanic Prisoner, that's only a couple seconds faster on their Cypher Machine, and they have it permanent. Mechanic's sort of permanent, assuming no one gets injured, but that's still only a small increase. You know, 30 seconds, that's about half a Cypher. So what, you sped up your Cypher by 4 seconds with that letter? Honestly, you can probably get more than 4 seconds worth of kiting time by giving someone a kiting letter instead of giving someone a decoding letter. Because the thing about decoding letter is, for starters, the rescuer may not immediately be on a Cypher Machine. I'm not a rescuer, speaking of which. And even if they are, again, it only gives a couple seconds faster, maybe around 4 seconds less decode time. So it's not really a big difference. Like I said, I think you might get more kite time from giving someone like the window boost letter. They probably would get more than 4 seconds worth of kite time than you giving someone a decode letter that only lasts 30 seconds. 10%, that's only about 4.5 seconds of faster decode. That's how much your letter saves. 4.5 seconds on 2 people's Cypher. Okay. So 2 people's Cypher, 4.5 seconds, but I don't know if it's significant enough. I honestly feel that the other letters might make Postman better. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, man, we're getting a lot of little girls today. 2nd little girl in a row today. That's not good. Well, not in a row, but Lizard, okay. But yeah, there's you just can't use survivors like Postman, Dancer without just the risk of it just being Blood Queen. There's nothing you can do. You just die in 2 mirrors. No, even like outplay potential. You can't play mind games with pallets or use routes well. It doesn't matter. The moment she has her mirror up, you're dead. You need a good ability to counter the mirror. They really over-nerfed some of the survivors? What are you talking about? Play mech and solo queue where everyone gets hit 5 seconds into the match. Yeah, that's another issue with Mechanic. And are we already screwed? Are we already screwed this game? Little Girl is not on a Cypher Machine. We have 2 people rescuing. Yo, do I need a block? I think I might need a block. So useless. This is so bad, dude. Oh man. I mean, why chase magician when you're just gonna have a lawyer? I mean, the lawyer is playing lawyer, but I wonder if there was anything he could have done better. Maybe he just lost the 50-50s. That's kind of how it is with Lizard. You have to win the 50-50s. Similar to Geisha, except Lizard, there's a more reaction time. He's basically just a worse version of Geisha, if I'm being honest. Now Mercenary can't rescue. Well, she healed him up, so even more time wasted. Okay, healing her up. How much you want to bet she's going to die in less than 30 seconds, even if you heal her? Is it better than kiting 0 seconds? With her being at half health? She's probably going to kite 0 seconds at half health. Average Moonlit match. This is not even a Moonlit specific thing. This is just a little girl thing. Holy. Well, at least he didn't get double hit. That's the one advantage. Actually, it's a Moon River Park. Actually, it's a Moon River Park. Dude, no one cares. I'll still call it Moonlit till the day I die. They decided to change the map name 7 years into the game's life. Okay, whatever. As if I'm gonna care about it. Does anyone here care that it's called Moonlit? Or Moon now? Instead of Moonlit? I don't care. Does anyone care? When did they even change that? A couple months back, they think they changed that? Oh, boy. Okay. Well, maybe he'll go after me, and maybe we can rebound this game, which... Once he gets the smash attack, I don't think we're gonna rebound this game so easy. Yo, thank you so much to Stefan for the 50 Rons. I forgot what that is. Romanian dollars, probably? Alright, I got Mercenary Cypher. This is a really dangerous Cypher against Lizard, speaking of which. We don't even know where he is. I don't even know where he is. Hold up. Oh, I saw him. There he is. Okay. Nice flywheel from the little girl. Didn't expect anything more from her. Stefan with the Ron 50, thank you so much. I play Decoder and I hate Blood Queen. Well, there you have it. See, this is why I never played Decoder, for the same logic. Mechanic is the one exception. I know, I hate talking about Mechanic, but listen, I'm not gonna lie. She can actually body block the mirror pretty well. Better than other survivors. Honestly, I would rather be Mechanic against Blood Queen than Lizard. Sorry, not Lizard, but Professor. You know, I call them both Lizard, but... Kind of confusing because we're facing a Lizard right now. So, the Survivor Lizard, you know, Professor. Because he can't block the mirror. I don't know why. They just decide he can't block the mirror. He might go for an after half rescue here, which I think that might be the strat here. This is probably their best bet. Okay, if it's teleport, then... You know, we're just going to have to deal with it. They'll have to do another Cypher machine. 43%. I want to die here quickly, but this Lizard's gonna be a tough kite here. It's the smash attack. That's what makes a big difference. The fact that he has smash. Yeah, we're not gonna get the Cypher all the way, but I still think it's their best bet. At least like now, Little Girl could attach to the Mercenary. He's gonna choose to save the teleport for the end game for the gates, which I think might be even worse for us. No way. Please don't tell me that's going to make a difference this game. Cypher's primed. I'm going to wait on the little girl's call. Oops. Oopsie, I overprimed that Cypher. My bad. Okay, well, overpriming or not, I mean, they didn't die immediately, so I guess that's where that works out, but I don't think there's anything we can do at this point. Watch out for teleport. Alright. Well, he went... Oh no, the hunter's nearby. Okay. Looks like we did a good job avoiding Tinnitus there. He had no idea we were even nearby. He just immediately jumped away. No, he's back. I think it's Jover, guys. We're literally cornered. We are cornered, boys. Oh! We are cornered. Can we win the mind game? We won! Is it over now, though? I think it's over now. Hold up. Watch this mind game. Oh boy. We need to kite our way to dungeon. Let's just say the dungeon is here. Ugh! He didn't swing. Dungeon is not there anyway. Slow pallet breaking. Try to get under the roof here so that he can't jump. But now he can jump. Oh, there you go. Roof did something. See? Ugh, no, not good enough. Oh well. We kited to 2 of the 5 dungeon spots. Didn't get it. It is what it is. Thank you. Again, let me read the whole donation here. Thank you so much, this is Stefan. You'd rather kite Gomen. Honestly, you have a better shot with Gomen. Honestly, you have a better shot with Gomen. At least you can, like, mind game him. But, like, with Blood Queen, you're just dead. Okay. I hate these people who be putting accents in their name. Because then I'd be getting the wrong account. Let me just delete that Spicy real quick. I don't need his alt account that he's never going to log on to. Now I'm not going to be able to delete it because now we're going to get a match just because it kicked me off when we started matching and then I got to try to get it. Whatever, bro. Alright. Don't delete my main. Listen, man. I think I can clearly see which one is your main. I don't care what you consider your main. I will be the judge of which one is your main. I'll keep whatever is the main in my head. You're not using that other account anyway. The truth is, if I'm being honest here, I could delete like 150 people off my friends list right now. But either I don't want to delete them because they're an OG player, and I want to remember them just because they're an OG. I just want to have them on my friends list just so I can remember them. Or 2, and I hate that the intimacy system. I really hate the intimacy system because now half the time I try to delete someone, it says you have a high intimacy with this player. Are you sure you want to delete this for someone? I'm like, I feel bad if they spent their letters and I check their profile and they have Psyche's friend in their profile. I'm like, no, I can't delete this guy even though they're 30 days or more. I don't know, man. Okay, if they're 30 days or more, I probably would still delete them. But if they're like 15 days, I would delete that as well. As 2 things. If I never play with them ever in my life, and they're also haven't played the game themselves in a long while, I'll delete them just to free up space. Okay? But I feel so bad with intimacy. I hate intimacy. It just exists to make me feel bad, honestly. I hate it so much, dude. Delete intimacy. Dude, we've been seeing an influx of Wu-Chings lately. Is it Wu-Chang? Not a Wu-Chang, but he starts chase really quick. Is this anti-crane just cooked? Because it's Percy? She's also in a really bad area, so... Red carpet. Rest in peace, her. Psyche, do you still have my old account from 2019? Yes, I've been looking at my friends list. I've been thinking about deleting you, though, not gonna lie. Because you have not logged... I know it only says 30 days or more, but I swear, you have not logged on in the game for at least 3 years. At least 3 years, maybe more. I don't remember. I don't remember at this point. But it's absolutely ridiculous that I still have you on my friends list. I really shouldn't have you on my friends list. But every time I'm like, I feel bad because Lantern's my friend. Even though, in reality, you're never gonna know because you're never gonna log on. so that you'll never know, even in the first place, if I delete you. It's so stupid. it feels stupid in every regard possible. I mean, why do I even feel bad? Why should I? Okay, he's asking find space. Everyone's shaking in their boots. Oh, shoot. No, you'll make that. See, you make it easy. Okay, who's he gonna go after? After change target. Watch out, sir. He's still on you. I'm not gonna body block if you're gonna make the window. You're fine. 90%. Basement's here, guys. Watch out. It's Percy. Basement's here. Okay, no teleport for you on my Cypher. Oh, he did end up teleporting there. He ended up teleporting on the Antiquarian Cypher. I wish she would have... Well, I guess I understand why she doesn't want to heal, because it is a really long walk to the next person. While I'm here, let's pick up the Coordinator. You know, I just finished the Cypher. We're not busy or anything. We can fully heal her up here. She's not going to get immediately chased, so there's another reason to just have someone to heal her right now. If someone just got knocked down and the Percy's not on another target, you should really be careful when you heal that person, because you're going to give the Percy to come back. You're going to give him a reason to come back, I mean. But if they're already busy with someone, that's a great time while they're distracted to just get a free heal in and possibly get the second heal in. Because once they're distracted, it's very likely that you're going to get the second. I don't think we should do this Cypher. This Cypher's a death sentence to Percy. Let's not do that. It doesn't even have progress. If I at least had progress, I would consider it. But it would need at least 20 for me to consider it. So we're not going to do that. This area is not that much better either, but at least we have a pretty straight route here for our illusion to be pretty good. Better than the wide open church, for sure, for sure. We do have 2 people working on ciphers. The good news is this coordinator is still decodes slower if someone's knocked down. I mean, I assume not. But the devs have done so many adjustments to Persona to accommodate Percy. Like, you bleed out 9% faster with Sadist. I don't know why they called it that. They just called that. Thank you so much, Skillful Kills. Gaming, 249 euros. When are you adding Ashy Wu to your friends list? I hope was that a harpy that I just heard? I hope I never have to add her on my friends list. I don't even know if it's a he, a she. I do not care. You know something funny? I used to call everyone a he. I used to call everyone a he when I played Identity V. Because I came from games where all the guys who play games are guys. All right, there's just guys playing games. How's the camera? Camera's a little low. So there would just be guys playing games. All right, so I'd always be used to just saying he automatically, and I wouldn't think much about it after that. But then Identity V came around, and I still called people he. Okay, I still said people were he, him, this, that. And half the time, I was just straight up wrong. It was a she. It was a she. So often. It's like, oh, you're a she. Oh, is that so? Usually she's don't play games. But alright, she. Alright, I'll call you she from now on. Right? But basically, let's heal up the Antiquarian real quick. Since she is dead on knockdown. Come here, Lady Anti. Let's try not to heal out in the open in front of this door so that we don't give him easy vision on where we are in case he does pop into church. Looks like it's actually not going to matter. I would expect this Percy to go pressure the Cypher, but... Okay, there we go. About damn time. What ciphers do we have left? Looks like we have Backgate, Church, and Graveyard, I'm guessing. Maybe we have Reception? Oh my god, there is progress at middle. That's not good. I mean, it's 40. I guess our goal is to just lure him to middle so that Novelist can pop Graveyard. We're going to finish this cipher so damn fast if he doesn't address it. But he can't, because otherwise Novelist pops Graveyard super easy. Look, this is great. Good value here. We don't have to decode yet. No need to decode yet. We're going to have an immediate window vault here. Really nice. No need to worry. He's most likely going to go for the Antiquarian here. So we just got to be a little bit careful here. Wait a few seconds near the window in case he decides to dash back towards the front gate so we don't get caught out in the open. And I would love to take this gate because I think Spicy's already been knocked down one time. But on the other hand, if I get knocked down and if I turn out to be the bait, that's fine. I don't like that he's by the window, though, because now I'm just going to have to run away from him, because I don't want him to go down. Because here's the thing. If I go down, I can still self-heal myself. But anyone who has gone down at least once this game cannot self-heal anymore. You are always going to bleed out against Percy. And this guy just surrenders, which we are going to take the easy win on that. And the bonus points for a full 4-man escape. I will take that. But yeah. Against Percy, if you have someone on gate... If you have an option to put someone on gate who's never gone down, that's best case scenario. Because if that person gets teleported on, and they go down, which eventually they're going to go down, they can still heal themselves. Think of it like rescuing yourself off of chair. That's a very strong ability to have in the game, and Percy basically gives that to everyone for free. Everyone at least once gets to rescue themselves off of chair, essentially. Not only that, but you're also able to move around the chair wherever you want to be rescuing yourself, which is even more OP, and that's why Percy's not so great. Because even if your first chase is good, if it's a smart player, they just start crawling around to a good area that counters you. You'll try to come back, and that guy is just chilling in an area that now fully counters you, full of windows and window boost, and maybe some tall walls to throw you off and maybe make you swing in places where there's actually no survivor there and waste your time. You know, all these little things combined together, they add kite time. And even if the first kite was short, with Percy, it takes so long to bleed people out, and the fact that you can rescue yourself, meaning that people can stay on ciphers, not needing to get off, not needing anyone to technically rescue you, only, you know, for one time. That being said, you can still move around where you want, rescue yourself wherever you want. It's a very strong ability, and that's why Percy will never really be a good hunter. Alright. Anyway, what was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, if someone goes down against Percy and they've never been knocked down before, they can still heal themselves before they bleed out to death. But if you went down even one time, you will always bleed out before you can rescue yourself. Even if you have self-heal available. If you have self-heal available and you've gone down that game and you try to heal yourself, that's it. There's nothing you can do. You're going to bleed out. You need someone to help you. Otherwise, you're going to bleed out to death. I have seen one instance ever where someone rescues themselves against Percy, by self-healing, I should say. I've seen one time ever where someone self-healed themselves. It was a doctor, and that doctor was probably running doctor on her persona tree. I think that cipher is going to be blocked, right? That cipher is blocked. I just wanted to check because most likely this cheerleader is going to get chased here. But I guess we'll do it anyway. Oh. Yeah, that's the issue with that pallet, is that they can kind of just like walk through and hit you anyway. And if you stand there to try to stun them, then the hit would hit you first before the pallet is even in range to stun them. Anyway. So yeah, against Percy, I saw one instance ever where a doctor self-healed herself against Percy when she went down once. And here's what she had to do. She had to have sticker on her build. She had to have had the doctor traits to heal herself and other people faster by 25%. Obviously, Doctor herself already by default self-heals herself 20% quicker. And on top of that, when she went down the first time, she immediately picked herself up because of borrowed time. So she went down to Percy. Immediately, we popped the cipher, so she didn't spend any time bleeding. Alright, so we save her. She goes down again. And that is the only situation I've seen someone save themselves against Percy when they've already gone and knocked down once. That when they were Doctor with 65% healing speed on their build, essentially, because you get 20 from playing Doctor, 20 from Sticker, and 25 from running Doctor. She healed herself 65% quicker, and she was still 99% bled out. She was still that close to dying. Again, that's the only time I've seen like someone survive against Percy when they've went down one time. We're not making this rescue. We're just not making this rescue. We can't make this rescue. I think if we get hit here, we won't make it. We're too far away. We can't make it. We don't have any rescue ability. And I don't think the Archer's going to make it either. We would just be giving a free hit followed by a free down. If I choose to abandon the rescue after I take a hit, then I still took a hit for no reason, alright? So, I mean, this game's kind of in the gutter at this point, but I'm still gonna try to play my best here and do what makes sense. Oh, she's not making that now. Unless she stuns. Oh my god, okay, Spicy. Spicy's just cracked then, alright, she's just cracked. Ooh, he has to dodge the stone first from exploding and then try to elbow pad, and he barely got elbow pad hit right there. Alright, I guess we'll rescue. We'll rescue next, I guess. Here comes the pickaxe throw. Did he lose the mercenary? He lost the mercenary. Okay, no, he found them. And we have to prepare for rescue now. If we don't prepare for rescue now, we are going to get immediately chased, and we're not going to be in a position to rescue if we're going to get immediately chased. So let's not do that. You want to be careful when you're standing in that area because he can actually hit you through the wall. I'm going to use this for the speed up. Why? Because of that. Because of full presence rock. We would have died without that speed up. He's gonna still survive here. So that was a fine rescue. Not the best, obviously. It was still pretty early rescue, but if we run backwards, we're not gonna. We can't run backwards because if I run backwards, we're gonna get hit by in the narrow alleyway right there between this shop and the restaurant. That narrow alleyway. If he chooses to randomly throw a pickaxe and remove it, or to use a full presence pick. Let's see what he does. He's probably gonna throw randomly sometime. Nope, he doesn't. Okay. Just being safe, because he is right next to us, so the rock will immediately activate, even if he doesn't throw directly at the rock. This is the mercenary cipher, I'm guessing. Or, whose cipher this was? I'm not sure. I don't know if we're gonna last too long here. Because of full presence, thankfully he wastes it. So that's a big advantage for us. Gotta be careful of the rock. He wastes his pickaxe again. Really nice. Okay. Just gonna try to put a wall between me and him. Now he has full presence back. So I have to be really careful here. That sucks. We're most likely gonna go down here. We don't have a counter to full presence. Alright. He's gonna still hit the illusion. Oh, I don't get points for that. Spicy! We're so getting farmed here. Run away! He'll never see it coming! Okay, Spicy just eats the hit from me. See ya, Spicy. What a noble sacrifice. Do you have elbow pads? Or who died here? I think Cheerleader died there, actually. Free rescue? What is he doing? Don't worry, I'll finish the rest of it. Is he giving us this tie? Dude, you see how addiction triggered there? Addiction didn't trigger for the first... Oh god, he's on me now. We're screwed. We're dead. We still survive afterwards. We gotta bait this pig though. Woo! Got him! Now we're dead. Rest in peace. He's not killing me. Okay, I don't wanna waste time in this game, so if he's just giving us the tie, I will just go ahead and do a cipher machine. God, is this hunter... Ah, boy. Just kill me already. Oh my god. I really don't want to spend like 5 hours in this game for a game that we're anyway gonna lose. If he's not gonna just surrender. I'm just gonna go straight for a cipher machine here. Okay, good. He's gonna hopefully kill us now. Okay, there we go. There we go. About damn time. Man, this happens way too often. Like, I don't go rescuer, and we've already had 2 games that we just lose on the spot because someone doesn't know how to rescue. Ugh. Why is the Discord notification about Terraria? It's a bug on Discord's end. It's the correct link, so if you click the link, it will take you to the stream. But for some reason, Discord does not update the title, and it sometimes doesn't update the thumbnail. So it's the Discord notification right now is showing Terraria, the Terraria title, but the thumbnail is correct. If you look at the stream before that, I said that it's a Terraria stream, but Discord was instead showing the previous Identity V stream with the title and the thumbnail was wrong, so both were wrong. And that happens sometimes, right? I'll change the thumbnail, I'll change the title, then I start streaming, and then I get the link. Most of the time it's fine, but sometimes I'll get the link to the correct stream, and for some reason, Discord thinks that stream thinks it's the past stream, even though the link takes you to the correct place, which I don't even know how that happens. How is that even possible? I have no idea. But that's just a bug on Discord's end. I do try, sometimes I do try to delete the link and then try to paste in the same link to see if I get a different result. That's never worked. So I will like save and edit the message. I'll edit the message so that way it's like empty. There's nothing there, right? And then I repaste the link there, and it still doesn't update. So. You would have loved a Terraria stream. Well, it's there. Go watch it. God damn it. These people out here talking as if you can't watch the old stream. Go watch it. It's right there. Maxi get in, Psyche duo win? No. Maxi with the owl profile pic. I love your owl profile pic. Your owl has adorably huge eyes. But do you even play at anybody? You're here every stream. Something tells me you don't really rank. That's the problem with rank streams. For Identity V. People who watch these rank streams are going to be people who don't play rank. So I'm never going to see top players in here. I'm never going to see Green. I'm never going to see Numer. I'm never going to see people who play rank consistently. Because they're playing rank. They might watch the stream after. And I have this theory that someone from B4U watches my streams. I don't know who. Maybe they never do. Maybe they always do. I don't know. But I remember a long time ago, there was like this thing, like, oh, it's like he only plays Mercenary. So someone either watches or does something. Hopefully we can get our illusion back. Ugh! We do get our illusion back. I think we're still cooked here. Try to use tall walls. Ugh! And I think we're dead to warp here. Man, the thing about Nightmare is that there's just no counter. No good counter to his ability. All the powder areas really suck. You could just go around them so easily. Nice swing. Yeah, we're not gonna survive there. That sucks. Yeah, we don't have any windows. Windows are Nightmare's biggest issue because you vault the window and he's still stuck on the other side and his dash will just hit the wall. But with pallets, the reason why pallets are so bad against Nightmare is because he slides right through them and oftentimes still hits you as he slides through them. And it's not even that Nightmare is good, it's just that this is a poorly designed map. This side of the map is just very poorly designed. That there's just no windows here. Unfortunately, so we're just a lot of the time just screwed to Nightmare. Man, I can see him, but he sees us, so we're not gonna be able to survive here. Okay, I was thinking maybe he would use his ability there and not swing right away. Yeah, we just don't have any windows. Like if we had windows here, this would be a completely different game, but we have no windows here. So really, really unfortunate here. We just don't have a good counter to Nightmare. Our illusion is pretty good, but the illusion, you know, we use them we go through illusions very quickly because our area is just crappy. We don't have a good area. This whole side of the map, by the way, is crappy. It's against Nightmare, I should say. It's not that like, oh, it's just one specific side. It's the whole side. The whole side is crappy. We need to dodge the crow here. Okay, that's fine. We'll get a pallet boost here. He's got a warp, does he? I can't tell. I hope the lucky guy, no, the lucky guy left. Okay, he's just gonna do one jump. I was waiting to see if he jumps again. Okay. I don't think we're gonna make this. Yeah. He just breaks them too quickly. We were so close. Maybe if the archer, like, harassed. But then the archer doesn't really have a good kiting area to work with, so she would just take hits just as quickly, unfortunately. So salty. And by the way, why did I... He has teleport. I could have just taken the tram in that case. I didn't take the tram because you just instantly died a warp. We would get a better kite if I don't take the tram. Or not the tram, but the roller coaster. Are we really gonna lose this game? Brother, are we really gonna lose this game? That wasn't like a game-losing kite. That was almost a winning kite. And don't tell me we're... He didn't even run towards the pallet. He just went around it. God damn, brother. These people, they don't even run towards the pallets. I don't know what he was expecting. Did he expect the Nightmare to get stuck? No, I knew he wasn't gonna get stuck, but maybe he thought he would. Oh my god, bro. As soon as I die, everyone else is just dead. I mean, this is classic. This is just classic. The moment I die, everyone dies. Hopefully he catches the crow. Yes, he did. Nice. Because now he can't stop the Cypher with the teleport. He's trying to stall for his next teleport, I think, by not hitting the Mercenary immediately. Oh man, he's so dead here. He didn't run to a pallet. If they pop, he's just dead. On top of that, that was a late pop. Did Spicy just not say to pop? Did Spicy not give the call out to pop earlier there? Yeah, this game's done now. You can't see pings on spectate, by the way, so we don't know if he pinged or not. You can see pings if you stay ghost mode, but... She has to be so careful here. Right now, I'm pretty sure if you walk a certain distance away from Fort Stop, you can see the archer. Right now, she's too close to the railing. The hunter could actually see her. Yeah. Oh no, he didn't see her. Yeah, you should not be this close to the railing, because the further you are away from the from the stops, the more likely it is that you're gonna see someone trying to crouch below the fence. Okay, unfortunately she is gonna get spotted here. There's really not a whole lot we can do. Because these crows will always be blocking the gate. She didn't get the stun either. Unfortunately, we're gonna lose that game, sadly. Even with a good kite. That's unfortunate. I hate that. I hate that side of Moonlit. That side of Moonlit is such a stupid side. Very poorly designed. Same problem with Chinatown and Ever Sleeping. They have so many dead zones where they'll just drop like 1 or 2 pallets and call that a whole area and there's just nothing around it. It's crazy to me that the devs, we live in the same game where areas like Arms Factory, Church, and Hospital exist. Like these have places on the map that have like 6 or 7 pallets all right next to each other. And the devs don't touch that because they think it's balanced. And in my opinion, I think that is balance. It gives you a way to actually kite every single hunter. Nowadays, with how strong the hunters are, you kind of need more pallet density in this game. So then you have maps like Moonlit, where there's a good pallet density, but the walls are too short. And then it just gets even worse with Ever Sleeping in Chinatown, because now you didn't even give those 5 or 6 pallets that you did with the short walls. Now you just gave 2, or on Chinatown's case, just 1 pallet with the long walls on sides. Like, that doesn't do anything. Most hunters with fast pallet breaking will shred that pallet instantly, and like catch up to you very quickly. Or they don't even need to hit it. They just go around. and take you out with their abilities. And because there's nothing really around, you're just stuck to that one pallet. And with how good hunters' range attacks have gotten, how good their mobility has gotten, you can't have areas on the map like that. But yet, for some reason, it just has become acceptable that we have places like Eversleeping, Chinatown, with no windows and no pallets. Like, at least Moonlit on that side of the map, at least there's still pallets. At least there's still pallets there. Crappy ones, I'll give him that. But at least there's still pallets. Okay, and a lot of them. So you can work your way around them sometimes. But dude, Chinatown, there's like, for example, the gate next to the red house, you know, the gate with the two houses connected to each other, not hotel, the other one. I mean, that just pisses me off how there's literally just like 2 garbage pallets in front of the gate. Then there's 1 pallet there as well, but only if the hunter's already following you around the house, that's good. And then there's like 1 pallet sideways in between the alleyway. And it just doesn't help you at all. Like, what is that for? Who is that helping? Then you got that breakable window that is so easy to go around. Like, what is that for? Is that just to give a boost? Which then, that window boost leads to 2 pallets in front of tunnel that is like, okay, those are mid. It just leads from trash areas to mid areas. And there's like, why do you think in tournaments, every single successful Survivor game goes to hotel? Why do you think every single successful Survivor game on Chinatown or on Eversleeping, why do you think they're also so successful? Because they all go to hotel on Chinatown. That should show an issue with the map, that all your survivors are only winning their games because they're all going to hotel. They're all flocking to hotel because that's the one area where it's reasonable to kite people, where it's reasonable to kite the level of strength of hunters there are in this game. We got some hunters like Nightwatch and Peddler, which are not the world's strongest hunters. They are good, but they gain abilities from using abilities, so you're going to need more and more pallets and answers to deal with that. Windows are some of the most important answers in this game because they are obstacles that the hunter has to address directly, whether that be vaulting or going around it, and it's always there. They have shorter vault animations as well, so with pallets, there's less versatility because of how long the vault animation is, regardless of what survivor you are. The vault animation for pallets are much longer than for windows, which gives you less time to actually start running away from them, and more time spent just trying to roll over the pallet. Alright, and that's another issue. You also have to spend time dropping the pallet, but the window's already there. There's no time really spent dealing with the window, in all honesty. But it's just an obstacle. It's like a wall that's always in the way. And they're very awkward to deal with for most hunters. And Chinatown has a severe lack of it. Eversleeping has a severe lack of it. And Moonlit on that specific side of the map has a severe lack of it. And you just have so many hunters. Like, why do you think Gamekeepers, Rippers, and I guess every single hunter in this game, why do you think none of them want to chase Fort Stop? Because that side of the map is undeniably way better than First Stop and Second Stop. It's compared to each other. One is completely overpowered compared to the other one. And I wouldn't say Fourth Stop and Third Stop is overpowered. Just comparing one to the other, one is significantly weaker than the other. And that's not fair. That's not how I think a map should be balanced, that you just have all the survivors just flocking towards a specific part of the map. That's why no one likes Hospital. That's why no one... I mean, I would think that no one should like Eversleeping in Chinatown, but it seems like Schmitty's favorite map. I heard it like, well, I think one time Schmitty's favorite map is like Eversleeping or something? Or was that Sprinters? I don't even remember. Obviously, Sprinter, you'll understand because he's the hunter. But I think it's so frustrating playing on those maps because there's just not a whole lot you can do. There's just not a whole lot you can do in those kinds of maps. And it could be a hunter whose weakness is windows, and you know that information. Oh, this hunter's weakness is windows. Let me take advantage of that. And there's no windows. What are you supposed to do? The devs just designed a map with no windows on the entirety of the map. And they added that like one window on like where? On like, by the way, does Divine grab the illusion? I don't think it does, but there's like that one window they added recently there, which is like, all right, I guess it's not so bad. Like, it's not so bad. At least they added that other window there, but that window, again, it's very short on one side of the wall and very long on the other, so it really depends if you can get the hunter on the long side. But then, because the wall is a T-wall, if the hunter goes around the long side, you can't just immediately run around it. You know, there's going to be a brief moment where after you run past the wall, where the hunter goes around the tall wall, there's a brief moment where you cannot run directly away from the hunter. You're stuck because the wall is blocking you from going away from the hunter. So that window has that issue as well. It's not like a smooth, flat surface like the shack windows on most of the maps, or like even this window right here at Big Bow. So if the hunter goes around this side of the wall, you can immediately start running away from the hunter. You don't have that leverage even with the other window at what's it called? She's actually picking up too late. We don't get the rescue, unfortunately, damn it. Okay, that's alright. She'll get the rescue, though. And Spicy's just dead on chair. I don't really know why he's blocking that cipher off. Not really sure what the point of that is. Because absorbing metal objects is one of the worst, is probably arguably the worst peddler ability to absorb objects. To absorb metal objects, I should say. Let's see, does it grab the illusion? Oh, well, she just missed. Oh, too bad. Would have been cool if it didn't. Illusion! I meant to surrender there and then the surrender button disappeared. Okay. Well, actually, Cheerleader can get up now. Oh my god, we're actually playing this game. This hunter is so stubborn. I should have just surrendered, dude. But yeah, there's if you play Peddler, you should not absorb the cipher unless there's someone literally next to it for two reasons. First of all, you only absorb it for 12 seconds. That's very short. That's very short in the grand scheme of things, to only absorb for 12 seconds. Actually, we should be crawling away from her because there's no rocket chair here. So we are actually going to struggle free. I'm not going to... Okay, I thought she would keep us there. Does she have Giant Claw? No, she doesn't. This game is still going. Why is this game still going? I knew she would do that, that's why I didn't drop it. Ugh, does it grab? I really want to see if it grabs, but she keeps missing. Wait! Oh my god. It would be so funny if she... No, we would get picked up. The dungeon is here. Wow, imagine if we got dungeon after all of that. That'd be so funny. Yeah, but anyway, I love how I just decoded that game and we just lose. There's just nothing we can do. I really want to see if it grabs, but she keeps missing. I don't know how she keeps missing. Like, she doesn't grab me or the illusion. I thought she would grab at least one of us, but alright. You know, if it doesn't grab the illusion, then surely it's gonna grab me, right? I don't think it grabs the illusion. I really doubt that. But it'd be pretty funny. By the way, could I have actually stunned the peddler? Did she make a vine inside the pallet? Did she make that vine inside the pallet? Let me see that one more time. She made the vine inside the pallet. Ah, I should have pallet stunned her. She made the vine inside the pallet. I didn't think about that. Okay, okay. We could have ran to one side of the pallet where she's not making the vine and stunned her mid-vine, which would have been great. That would have been great. The decoy's like a wall. Okay, so slides off. I suppose if you perfectly body block with the illusion, although I don't know the hitbox of the vine, maybe the hitbox of the vine is smaller than that of a hunter, so maybe you can never successfully block like a thin, narrow area with your illusion. I've never tried it though. Maybe it is the same hitbox as hunter. I don't know that, but if it doesn't have the same hitbox as hunter, then I don't think there's ever a time where you're gonna be able to body block a narrow area so that the vine cannot pass through. But if it is possible, then that would be a good strategy to do. Okay, this Cypher's blocked, so we're just going to do island. Who's the hunter? Hunter is... Who is that? Something just jumped. Might be an inn. I don't know. I missed it. Perfect calibration. By the way, you do want to make sure you're hitting perfect calibrations. They do matter a lot. Every perfect the first, I should word it better. The first 4 perfect calibrations you hit give you 2% extra progress. They don't give you 2% faster decoding, they just give a flat increase in the decoding. So you're going to see my decode bar just jumps suddenly. And that's because we got 2% for free just by hitting the perfect calibration. So essentially, survivors that get more calibrations actually technically decode faster. So Thief technically decodes faster than other survivors. Because he gives calibrations more often. But the thing about Thief is, as soon as you have one Thief on your team, everyone is decoding faster, because Thief gives everyone 10% more calibrations. Magician actually has slower decode technically, because he has 20% less calibrations than other survivors. But anyway, as I was saying, forget about how many calibrations you get. Every time, the first 4 times you hit a calibration, you get 2% from it. After the 4th time, if you hit a perfect calibrations, if you hit a perfect calibration, you'll only get 1% for every calibration after that. If you don't get the perfect calibration, it doesn't count for anything. You don't get any progress from that. So make sure you're hitting those perfect calibrations. I mean, let's think about how much faster decode I got. I got, what, 5, 6 calibrations? 5, so that's 2, 4, 6, 8. And then let's say we got 6 calibrations, so then we got 9, 10. We only had to decode 90% of a Cypher machine. The calibrations did the rest of the work for us. Wait, there it is. There's a second calibration. So you make sure you're hitting those perfect calibrations, because 90% of a Cypher is a big difference to 100. Instead of us having to decode for 81 seconds, we only had to decode for about 75 seconds. So we saved 7 seconds on our Cypher, and we're going to save 7 more seconds on this next Cypher. And each Cypher has an individual calibration counter. So are we on our 4th calibration right now? So we just gained 8% for free. We would be at 52% right now, but instead we're at 60. So, I mean, we can count here all day. I think now we'll be at 9% because that's our 5th calibration. If we get more calibrations, there we go. Now we're going to be at 10% extra decoding. So it really adds up. How do they have time to heal? Man, Doctor's healing speed is insane. That was a mercenary that they healed too. I mean, I guess mercenary only healed 15% slower nowadays. Here we go, 11%. So we just got 11% free decode progress. I mean, no one ever talks about it, no one ever thinks about it, but the perfect calibrations you get really change the game. You got to make sure you're hitting them. Every single one is very important. Now, I don't know if you, let's say you don't hit the first 4 calibrations. Let's say the first 4 calibrations are just normal calibrations. Does that still influence the counter and make it so that your 5th perfect, let's say your 5th calibration, right? Let's say you use your 5th calibration. We got to go over here. We're not going to make that. Let's say, hopefully he breaks that. Please. Well, he did break it, but not the way I wanted it to. It's nice, because we actually get a speed buff. Ah, he got fooled. I won't use the illusion this time. I'm going to save the illusion, because the Cypher's going to be primed. We got Blink Out, even better. So now he has no trade for late game. So those were wasted resources from the Hunter right there. I guess the only difference is that Mercenary will not be full health now, because we did not kite without getting chaired, but we have more resources now. This is gonna give us almost certainly a much better chance at kiting long enough for them to open the gate, which is your win condition. Your win condition is to just kite for 20 seconds after the Cypher pops. You want to try to do more though. You want to try to kite longer because it also takes time to walk to the exit gate. So now he's gonna leave targets here, which is that's a big problem. Man, I would love to stop lagging here. We have to set up an illusion here. And we gotta try to leave this mercenary. The issue is that we're also going towards the gate, which is another problem. Try to kite here as long as we can. I'd love to get a pallet boost if possible. Maybe mind game him. He didn't fall for it, unfortunately. Hopefully our doctor can get the gate open. This is only our second chair here. I really... Spicy used an elbow pad there, but he still died very quickly, so now he doesn't have that elbow pad to get out the gate. Now if he had that elbow pad, he would almost certainly be able to escape right here. Just slide right past the hunter. And again, that's kind of the problem with Eversleeping. We don't really have an easy way to kite away from our teammates because our paladins are very limited. What we have, what we don't have. Okay, looks like he's not gonna. Is he gonna? I think he just looked away at the wrong time because Mercenary just slipped right through. All right, nice. We still got the tie though. So keep in mind, him hitting those wands are actually helping us. That helps us. Not only do our teammates see where the hunter is now, but we got an extra speed boost from that, from him hitting our illusions. So we get a speed boost when we use the illusion, but we also get another speed boost if he hits the illusion. So we want to try to prioritize our hunter hitting the illusions. My last illusion was pretty bad there because I don't think we body blocked it correctly. But I don't really care to body block that much. I want to just make sure that if we even need to use the illusion. Because if we need to use the illusion, we don't body block, we'll still make the window with our first speed boost, which is the most important thing. If I don't need to use the illusion, I want to try to save it because it's going to be very important in that kind of situation with our mercenary bleeding out on the ground for us to do a very good endgame kite there. Because now 20 seconds is not going to be enough time. Now we need to kite however long it takes to heal, plus however long it takes time for the doctor to walk to the other side of the map and do the other gate. And they can do those two things at the same time, but the mercenary's not necessarily going to be at the gate is the issue. And he probably shouldn't be at the gate because then he can pressure both the gate and the mercenary. If let's say he bled out, he chose to bleed out at the gate. Well, now when he kills me, when the hunter chairs me, he's going to have pressure on the chair, the gate, and the mercenary all at the same time, which would be really bad for us. I guess he couldn't really guard my chair and the gate so well at the same time, but it is Lizard. You got to be a little bit careful with his mobility. Oh, thief! Psyche, where's Ray? Look, last session we played with Ray was a little bit rough. Apparently people were saying rude stuff in the chat, and you know, I'm gonna just be honest here. Ray was hoping that I would defend them more. I'm not gonna spawn Shack, by the way, because the problem with Shack is the thing about spawning Shack is if you stay Shack, then you're letting the hunter come to you very quickly and start the kite very quickly. If you leave Shack, then it's almost impossible to go back to Shack, which is a very good kiting area. That's the issue with. Yeah, Ray was good. I'm not saying that I didn't get to finish my sentence. Ray, we just had a drama in the team last time, so I didn't ask them to rank this time on stream because of drama. Not because Ray is a bad player, not because anyone there, so to speak, is a bad player, just because we had a lot of drama, so I'm choosing to play this session on my own. You didn't realize it was a sensitive topic? It's okay. It's alright, you didn't know. So yeah, again, you might remember Ray came into the chat and she said that she doesn't want me to speak badly about the team, and I said that this is my stream and that I would recommend not listening to the stream. Right? That's really rude of me to say because technically I wouldn't want to hear that kind of stuff either, but that's the thing. If I was playing the game with voice chat with them, you shouldn't be saying those things because they're in the middle of a game. They're trying to focus on the game. You don't want to be putting them down in the middle of the game. Okay, but this is my stream that I'm not on voice chat with them. So I assume they're not listening to the stream if they're playing the game, but I was wrong about that. So it brought their morale down. We all played worse because of that. We spoke about it a little bit, all of us. Abby, Zeph, Ray, and me, we all talked about it after the rank session, but I didn't ask them to play more rank sessions with me after that. But anyway, I'm sure we'll play more rank sessions together, don't worry. Just for now, I haven't asked them because, you know, when this kind of thing happens, I want to give some time. Some time for everyone to cool off a little bit before I ask for everyone to play again together. Seki, rank with me. I promise I won't get terror shocked. That's the worst thing to try to convince someone to play with you. Don't say that as your first thing. Otherwise, I'm gonna be thinking about, okay, so this guy was clearly thinking about not getting terror shocked. I don't want to rank with this guy because he even mentioned it. So, no, thank you, brother. That's like actual advice, though. That is actual, what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? That's the actual, it starts with a P. Well, does anyone remember P, you know, the word to convince someone? To convince someone, to persuade. Okay, there we go, to persuade. If you're gonna persuade someone, don't start with the negative. Don't start with like, I'm not this negative. Start with a, I'm a positive. There you go. Now we're talking businessman style. Do I have to do this rescue? Uh-oh. I was really hoping this novice would come do my cipher. Or a doctor's cipher. That also works. Is he dead here? Okay, he's soul siphoning. He's gonna do an instant rescue, and I really hope Spicy's not just immediately dead. Okay, we got really lucky there that she's not immediately dead. I don't know if she's gonna live long enough, though. What? Did she get body blocked there? I don't understand. Was she body blocked in the corner? Oh, God. Are they really gonna pop this? We kind of have to, though. We don't have a choice. Thank you so much, Creamy Michi. Yeah, we gotta get this rescue here pronto. He doesn't have that fast a recovery speed. We're not gonna be able to walk to the gate, though, in time. We gotta split here. He's gonna catch us off here right in front of Shaq if we choose to run in a straight line. Watch, here goes the, I don't think she's gonna make it. I mean, we may as well stay by dungeon in case she does. He did wait on the umbrella there. He stalled it out. He didn't immediately umbrella. I think that might cost him. Oh my God. He didn't immediately umbrella. Or maybe the mech, maybe he chose to chair all the way in the corner. In that case, it would take even longer for him to reach us at Shag, which I don't know what happened there. Whew. That was close. That was close. I didn't choose to go for the gate. Maybe I should have gone for the gate because let's say we don't make it, then one of us still makes it, and we'll still get a tie. If we both make it, then obviously we all win. Okay, so maybe I should have still gone for it, because let's say she doesn't make it, well then dungeon doesn't open, and I have to do the other gate now, and then that's gonna probably cost us. I probably should have stayed by her and just ran straight for a gate, because let's say she doesn't make it, well then now I also can't leave. But if I stayed by her and she doesn't make it, I can still make it. So I think that was a mistake on my part. I wanted to separate our resources so we're not putting all our eggs in one basket, but realistically, I don't think Wu Qing's going to be able to kill both of us. He's either going to kill one of us or neither of us. I don't know, I was so certain that he would stop one of us. And I thought he would stop us sooner, away from the gate. In that case, you know, one of us would go down to the full presence bell, and then he'd have the bell for the other person, and I might die to that. That's what I was thinking of. But if he's gonna umbrella that late, then at that point one of us is surely gonna make it. It's a hard call there. It's not an easy call there. It's like he's so nonchalant to those. I'm trying to focus on the game. Thank you so much to Creamy Michi. I promise I won't play Meg. Where did the hunter spawn? I literally looked away from the game for. Did you see why? It's. God damn it! Now the stream won't load when I'm trying to update it. Okay, now it load. Okay, the hunter spawned next to Big Bow. Interesting. Should have given Knight Big Bow. Okay, well, he didn't want Big Bow. I can't give it to him if he doesn't want it. No one wanted Big Bow. I took Big Bow because no one wanted it. Brother, that's not on me. You can't be saying like, oh, we should have given that guy a cookie. My man didn't want the cookie. He didn't want the cookie. That's why I didn't give him the cookie. I was waiting there for a second to see if the Nightmare actually chases us because I don't want to reduce my vault speed by 10%. But just in case. I didn't mean to be, I didn't mean to say that in a rude manner. That's just the way it is. No one wanted Big Bow, so I took Big Bow. Okay? Are we not going to take Big Bow? Oh, nice prediction from the Knight there. So essentially that hit doesn't do anything. But it does mean that future shield blocks are gonna equal out to a full hit then. So he can't really take another hit in a shield anymore without still going down in one hit after that. Like right now, let's say he's gonna be in a shield soon, then he could hypothetically still go down. The shield wouldn't do anything. It would give him the speed boost, but if he takes another hit in the shield, it wouldn't do anything because the shield will still let you get a chip hit. I would want the cookie. There you go. Yoons would take the cookie. Should have given Knight the keys to your house, your car, your bank details. Yeah, why don't we give Knight everything? 69% from Spicy. Congrats, Spicy. Good ping. Look at him. He's kiting Nightmare. Okay, we have a Cypher right here, so we will definitely do it. I don't know if it's faster to vault this window or is it faster to drop down the hole and then drop down this hole next to Docs. I don't know which one is faster. I assume the window drop is faster because we don't have to go sideways away from the window. I mean, I'm not going to be able to reach that pallet if he teleports on us. I was thinking about dropping it if he teleports on us so we can get a pallet boost. Maybe we actually would make it. He wouldn't be able to immediately dash on us. Okay, whatever. It's not important. He's not going to choose to do it anyway. Alright. It would be great if Spicy could heal herself here, or himself, or... Oh yeah, I never finished that. So many people who play this game were actually girls that at this point, I've gotten to the point where I just always call people she at this point. I always say she, I always say her. Like I said, I used to call everyone in every game a he, him, because obviously people who played the game, most people were guys. Okay, and then I go to ID5, half the time they tell me they're a girl. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I'll call you a she. And now it's gotten to the point where I just assume everyone is a girl at this point. Like, I swear, maybe there's more girls playing the game than guys at this point. I don't even know. Maybe. Dude, it's Jover. We're not making that rescue. Dude, that Berserker. Berserker value is crazy, too. This is the biggest issue with Magician. I mean, it's happened so many games in a row now. Alright, do you want to vault that again, sir? I think we can still walk through. Can he walk through? I'm not sure. He's not even trying. Okay. We have to go for it! We have to go for it when the Cypher's primed. Is the Cypher primed? I don't think it's primed. Even if it's primed, I would immediately go down. No, now Knight dies. Ooh. I think that's the best we could have done there. I don't think there was anything else I could have done differently there. Maybe we could have tried getting a window boost, but I think we would get hit in the middle of the vault, though. That's the biggest problem with Magician. You don't have good rescue potential. The illusion does almost nothing on rescues. God. Did she have to take that? Could she not have gone to the Cypher? I don't know in what world getting chaired is better than just popping your Cypher so that your other teammates can just start going to the gate. Now you're forcing me to get dragged down with you so I can save your ass. Dead immediately. Maybe he won't see us. He doesn't see us. Hold up. Go, go, go! No! The chest! The chest! I got him! No, we didn't get him. What? How did we not get him? God damn, dude. Blake is different. That's on Blake for calling herself Blake. I'm gonna call Blake because he named himself, she named himself a name that's like a guy name. I can't help it. I can't help it. It's a society thing. You see a male name, you call him he naturally. It's not because I choose to, it's just ingrained in me at this point. And then we got people getting offended at it, like, brother, it's been like this for centuries. Thousands of years, probably. Hundreds of thousands. I don't think humans go that far back with civilization, but... Anyway. Blake is a she, technically speaking. I think it makes it easier when people are names that are not human names, typically. Like Hokage. Hokage is not a real name. So when Hokage tells me it's a she... It's very easy for me to remember that it's a she. There is this one player that I could never get past constantly calling her a he, though. There was always this one player, and I think this is the player that made me, at this point, just automatically assume everyone is a she, because she got so offended every time I kept saying he. And to be fair, their name was darkheart.net. Okay, darkheart.net. That's not technically a girl name or a guy name, but I automatically, in my brain, kept thinking he, because the words were dark hearts. Dark heart. What kind of person would name themselves Dark Heart? A god girl, maybe, but usually a guy. Okay, so I kept calling Dark Heart a he. And it got to the point where Dark Heart got so offended that now, anytime someone invites me to a room with Dark Heart in it, I get immediately kicked out because Darkheart says I don't want to play with Psyche. And I don't even have anything against Darkheart. Darkheart just took it personal that I kept calling them a he. And now I'm at a point where I just automatically call everyone a she. Except Blake, because Blake's name is a he, but that's besides the point. I don't know why Blake named themselves Blake. That's a different story. Go as Blake. I never asked them. Michi is a guy. Michi is not a guy. Michi is Brie. Creamy Michi? Michi reminds me of Michiko from Geisha, but I don't know why. Don't ask me. Don't ask me, dude. Michi on Identity 5 is Brie, but if you're talking about on stream, Creamy Michi, well, that's also a girl, technically speaking. Okay, well, it's Mad Eyes. Mad Eyes not a difficult hunter, but you know what makes it difficult? Our teammates make it difficult. That's what makes Mad Eyes difficult. There you go. He's automatically assuming I'm going to break the console. That's why I didn't even walk up to it. Because he sees my name as Psyche, he's going to automatically assume I'm smart enough to break the console. So now I'm playing mind games with his mind games. Because what Mad Eyes will do is if they know you're going to immediately check the console... And now that I got off the server, now he's going to immediately put on the console. Here it comes. This is why I don't think Mad Eyes is a good hunter. It's just completely a mind game. And because Mad Eyes is always at a disadvantage, which, by the way, he doesn't have any more energy, by the way. He just spent this long cage here, and two cages protecting his console. That thing's going to be at 0. It's going to have no progress for a while now. This is why I just don't think Mad Eyes is ever going to be a good hunter. If you know how to think like the Mad Eyes... So again, he's dry on energy right here. Okay. So now we absolutely cannot decode. So now we have to do something about this. Just in case, I will wait a little bit here. But it's going to be fully up to luck here whether he's going to hit us or not. When it comes to a player that knows how to think like the Mad Eyes, it's basically going to come down to luck. If you ever hit that player or not. So far, we are flawless here. We haven't gotten hit once, and we have read him like a book literally every single time. So, I don't know. I just think Mad Eyes is such a joke. Ever since they nerfed Mad Eyes, made it so that it only takes 3.25 seconds to break the console, Mad Eyes has become so bad because it takes 3.25 seconds to break the console, but you have to wait 3 seconds in between placing walls. Do you know what that means? That means that as soon as you drop a wall, the survivor's going to try to get on it instantly. So then that makes the Mad Eyes very easy to predict because the Mad Eyes doesn't want to lose his whole console. He's going to try to immediately, as soon as he can, get on the console when the cooldown is done and try to hit you off the console again. Because he knows his timer to destroy the console is so short that he needs to instantly get back on it and protect it. That's why when he blocked off my Cypher and saw me going to the console, and I know he saw me because he was looking at me before he clicked off the console. That's why when he did that, I just immediately knew he's going to go protect his console because of how fast you destroy consoles. Survivors just destroy him. It used to take over 5 seconds. Now it takes, like I said, 3.25 seconds, which is an insanely short amount of time. There's basically no time for the Mad Eyes to get on the console to protect it. As soon as he uses a wall, he needs to get back on it as soon as he can to protect it again, which makes it so easy to predict him. So ridiculously easy to predict him because of that. And it's not even his fault. He has to protect the console. Unless he wants to predict my prediction that he's going to try to predict me. So now we're talking 3 predictions here. Alright? That's really all it is. And, if a Mad Eyes is not a good Mad Eyes, here's the other thing. It's not even just that my name is Psyche, alright? He doesn't know that I'm Psyche, for starters, okay? Because I'm Visitor 1. But, if it's a good Mad Eyes player, every good Mad Eyes player knows how fast you break the consoles. As soon as the survivor hacks your console, it's over. They're getting at least 50% on that Cypher. And you're going to get set back so far. So what do? They immediately check the console as soon as they can every 3 seconds. And they do that for all 4 survivors at the same time. It's really talented, the fact that they're able to do that. I'm not going to lie. But because they're trying to do so much at the same time, it becomes very easy to start reading them like a book because they're so scared trying to protect 4 different consoles in a matter of 3 seconds all at the same time. So he really, in all honesty, only has 1 second per survivor to try to hit them off the console immediately. And how much you guys want to bet that the Knight and Enchantress who got hit instantly at the start of this game were trying to break the console? How much you want to bet? I'm willing to bet $50 that they got hit because they try to break the console immediately. And that's what caused them to get hit. I'm willing to bet that's why they got hit. Because they see it's a Mad Eyes, they know the way to counter Mad Eyes is to break the consoles. But the Mad Eyes also knows that, so he's going to immediately protect his consoles. So then all you got to do as a survivor is know that he knows that the console's going to go down. And just like that, you can stop it. But we're in trouble because he can keep blocking off the middle Cypher is the issue. And he can also very easily protect this chair. Maybe we can get it? Nice, we do get it! With the speed boost. He blocked himself off! Beautiful. Oh, Spicy went towards that area. Okay, I guess Enchantress gonna try to protect. Ooh. That's gonna make things a little difficult. She still got it though. Now, where was her Cypher? Does anyone know where her Cypher was? Probably Shack. Dude, I'm wasting so much time. Okay, there we go. That's the Cypher. The biggest issue right now is middle. If I could do this game differently, which it's not even my fault, if I'm being honest, because I didn't do that middle Cypher. That's why you don't do the middle Cypher. Because it's so easy for Mad Eyes to protect it. A single wall blocks that Cypher off for the next 15 seconds. And there's just not a whole lot you can do about it. Unless you're Wildling, you can hop on your pig and instantly destroy the fence. But if the fence is too close to the wall, then you also can't do that, because you have to have space to vault, obviously. Alright, let's try to get the Cypher done as soon as we can. This Cypher's much better. There's only 1 console protecting it. The Cypher's also in the open area, so he's going to need 2 sets of walls to protect it. And on top of that, it's pretty easy for just one of us to go up to this console and break it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that one more time right now. If I'm being technical here, Knight should be the one doing it, because he decodes slower. But that's just nerd talk at that point. Actually, a night should be. Well, there's no way he's gonna be able to double block the Cypher Machine with 2 walls right here, but he could catch me off here. You see? He keeps blocking off middle. We're never getting middle done. Here's the thing. How am I gonna get this rescue off? I'm praying that this console just has no energy. Okay, the thing is, this is also another very easy chair to protect. But it does go down very quickly. It's gonna be after half. We don't have a choice. He has to keep protecting the chair. Okay, he probably ran out of energy. That's probably why he did that. Okay, well, this is fine. I'm gonna purposely not rescue here. Because if I rescue there... Okay, well now, I didn't think he'd have this much energy. That's so stupid. How much energy does he have? I didn't rescue her because then we're gonna both immediately die. That's why I didn't rescue her. Because we would both die then. We would both be trapped by fences, and he would just kill us both at the same time. That's why I didn't rescue her. Because if I rescue her when we're both behind a fence, then the chair is not gonna be there anymore to immediately bring the walls down. So if I rescued her, we would be dying to walls right now. We would both be going down, and there'd be no pop that could save us then. So I can't rescue her. Literally, I can't rescue her. I did all I could. I kept sitting there for 60 seconds, and he just kept having walls. That's really annoying. I guess there were 3 consoles. I thought it was just 2, but I guess 3 were usable. Let's see if we're gonna be able to still... That was a really good wall block, because now it's in his way. Let's see. I'm gonna try to Kai here, because this is just where he dumped a ton of energy. So this area is gonna be generally pretty safe. I feel bad for the enchantress, but this is one of those situations where if she knows, then she'd understand why I didn't rescue her there. But if she doesn't know, then she's gonna be very mad in post-chat, I'm sure. Saying, why didn't you rescue me? Why didn't you rescue me? But the reason I didn't rescue her is because when you rescue someone, obviously, there's no rocket chair anymore. So if there's no rocket chair, the walls are not going to go down instantly anymore. So then we're just going to start getting double hit in that tiny corner, and we would both go down. She would go down even quicker, because she only has half health. That was just a really unfortunate situation. That was just an extremely good chair for the Mad Eyes. And even though we came as soon as possible, he just had 500 upon 500 upon 500 of energy. If only my other teammate that was nearby actually helped out. If only that they actually did something. But instead, I think they ran away. I could have sworn that there was someone else there. I don't know if it was the knight. No, it couldn't be the knight. It couldn't have been the knight. We have to do something about this console, by the way. It couldn't have been the knight because the knight was doing the cipher. So I think the enchantress... Oh no, mechanic I think was there. If only Spicy would have helped, because Spicy would be able to rescue from the other side. That one time. Okay, we have to body block here. Does Knight now have self-heal? You know what? Let's go after the Knight. Nice, we get the 50% boost because we had a heartbeat there for a millisecond. If the boost starts and you had a heartbeat, when you started the boost, it's not when you start the vault, it's when you start the boost. Man, the issue is that this area probably has a lot of energy. So now we got a problem in this area. We're trying to destroy the consoles. We have to first create a safe zone. We need to get to the closest console. We need to try to drain the closest console so that when he gets on the other consoles, we can at least run to this area and be confident that he cannot use the console in this area to kill us. Because now there's nothing here. Though, there is still the other console. So he can still use that other console. But now, if he uses it, I can run back to my safe zone that I've created. He's most likely going to keep checking it. He needs to keep blocking the gate, though. But he also has to protect the console at the same time. So he's gonna lose out on energy very quickly here. Unfortunately, that hit. And I could have 100% reacted to that one. He's probably going to immediately protect this console. No, he's not. Hello. Maybe lure him to me? No, Knight doesn't get that. He has a helmet. Oh, it's too late. We're out. This mechanic has her gate. Let's go. Whew. He tried to get on his console too to try to cancel the attack predictions, but he didn't have time to do it a second time. He just went for it because he knew he wouldn't have time to do it again. He just went for it. The second one was another attack prediction there, and we managed to win that game. Good. God damn, Mad Eyes. There's no reason this Mad Eyes should have this good of a win rate. There's no. Okay, that's not a very good win rate. But 69% is too good for a Mad Eyes still. That's still too good. It's just, man, like, if you know what you're doing against Mad Eyes, he's such a weak character. He got, how many fence hits did he get on me that game, guys? He got 1 fence hit that whole game. Congrats. And everyone else, I'm sure he only got fence hits on everyone else after the first 2 hits. After the first 2 fence hits because of full presence. Full presence helped him out a ton there. That's why it's really important that you need to create those safe zones ahead of time, so that you're not getting caught off guard with 500 energy with full presence, because yeah, you're not going to survive that. You need to have destroyed the console ahead of time. While he's busy, while he's chasing someone else. Maybe he's just checking the wrong consoles. Sometimes he doesn't know which console you're going to break. Yes, he might think you're going to break the front gate console, so he checks that. Wrong. I'm destroying your other console. Now that console's hijacked. Now we can stay there, and now we've created a safe zone. So, creating safe zones by destroying consoles so that he has no energy to use in that area anymore is one thing, and obviously knowing how to think like the hunter is another big thing. I mean, I say this all the time. Being able to play the hunter is just as important, if not more important, than knowing how to kite the hunter. Because playing the hunter is a prerequisite to knowing how to kite the hunter. If you don't know their cooldowns, if you don't know what that ability is weak to, if you haven't used that hunter and you don't know the hitbox of that hunter, you're going to have a harder time using Flywheel when they're going to be up close and personal and using their basic attack. You're not going to know exactly when is a good time to use abilities and when versus when you're using an ability when they don't even have an ability up. Like in that case, if they didn't just use an ability and you're just having a hard time even surviving basic hits, then that's an issue in the routing at that point. And that has to be addressed. But it all depends. It's a Qist. The hunter is a Qist. Where is that? Okay, right there. Qists. Okay, he didn't ban Antiquarian. Interesting. Antiquarian's going to be a very hard counter. So he's probably not going to chase her first. Could chase me first. He's already committed quite a few balls here, though. He kind of has to stick to the mechanic at this point. Okay. He most likely has insolence anyway, so that hitting the bot there in terms of presence is not that important. It's more so the fact that she failed the body block, so now she dies to blink. Okay, she just used that pal. She just used the bot to body block the pallet. Okay. Not sure if it was successful because he didn't end up even hitting it. He might have just dropped down when he saw she drop down on the other side. That might have happened. Or maybe the body block just wasn't successful. That could also be the case. Anyway. I'm going to try my best. Okay, no. This is going to be the last cipher then. Because Antiquarian is already at statue. So yeah, we have the last 2 ciphers here. This is actually great. That statue is across the map. There's no way he can reduce that. And on top of that, second floor... that was a very early rescue, though. And on top of that, he cannot do anything about upstairs. He cannot connect this, he has to literally come upstairs if he wants to connect this cipher and make it start regressing. Man, now we are at a huge issue here because of that early rescue. I wish she would have used her pom-poms to actually kite away and then come back to the chair later. Okay. I see. He just used the suck ball, so there's none of that anymore. He's going for a farm here. That's so nice. I'm gonna try my best to body block her. I don't know if that was good. That wasn't very good, if I'm being honest. Frankly, I didn't think he would immediately swing there. How did he manage to connect that cipher, by the way? It's too far away. He actually did manage to connect it? Because I feel like Antiquarian's cipher would have been higher progress by now. Yeah, he did manage to connect it. Although maybe he just connected just now. How did he manage to connect it? I'm not sure. Was that really within 38 meters? Because the range is, or is it 36 meters? It's whatever. It's the difference between 2 meters. For the, let's just say 38 meters, okay? Was he really able to connect the cipher from 38 meters away? That would be ridiculous. I don't think that was 38 meters, but I wasn't really paying attention to see if that was regressing the cipher machine. Dude, is this like a glitch, or is this like something you can take advantage of? That if she starts decoding the cipher while cheering you, you actually don't lose the cheer. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. Even though she's literally not cheering you anymore. Okay, Hunter. Change targets. Looks like he's going to the cipher, yeah. He ran out of balls here. The dude is just walking normally. Okay, I guess we're going to heal up here. I do have healing, so that's going to be very nice this match. Healing happens to be so good at helping you tie matches. Like, we spent 15% less time healing, plus I already had 25% built up. Imagine if I had, like, defense mechanism, would have been absolutely useless here. That wouldn't have done us anything. We don't want to be half health. Most hunters, you don't want to be half health. Something like defense mechanism would be absolutely useless in this situation. If he chases us, we're just going to die to the fastball, no matter how fast we evolve. Not to mention, that's not even mentioning that defense mechanism doesn't improve your pallet drop speed. I haven't even brought that up. I tested it and it does not improve your drop speed. So just why would you ever use defense mechanism? Okay, I don't want to be seen if it's gonna regress. So I got off there last second. Okay, it looks like the plan is Antiquarian is gonna have to rescue here. He is closer to her cipher, so he's just gonna be able to regress his. So on the other hand, man, that's so annoying. I don't think there's any way I can decode that without getting sucked in. Okay, thank goodness he retracted it. Why did he remove it? Dude, is that really? That is unbelievable that that's within 38 meters. That's actually unbelievable. Okay, well now it's because he's walking here probably, if I had to guess. Is he? He has to come here. He's not going to come here? Okay, never mind. Well, the cipher wouldn't be primed anyway. Okay, that doesn't do anything though. Cypher's primed. Just gonna wait on their call here. Okay, try to avoid getting sucked by that thing. The suck ball, that duration of that needs to get nerfed. 100% needs to get nerfed. Because that lasts 18 seconds. That just for 18 seconds we cannot decode. That's what that means. What is this? No, that's not useful. It's not useful because it's the bot is chilling in hospital. He's just gonna rebound this ball, I think. Yeah. Wait, oh, we actually could have survived it. That was a very bad contact point by him right there because we actually had to brief moment where we could have dodged the, where we could have vaulted, I mean. Okay. Do we get the tie at least? We do still get the tie. That is insane. That someone got chaired at 3 pallet and he was still able to connect statue. I think he did. I'm not sure. That's insane. That's insane. That guy died nowhere close to the Cypher. That is literally as far as you can possibly die without it being a terrible chair. And yeah, he just was able to... I mean, I think he did because the Antiquarian Cypher was literally more progress than Hospital, and yet we ended up finishing Hospital first. By a good amount, too. We're talking like 100% at Hospital versus 60% at Statue. Also, thank you so much, Creamy Michi, I think that was, for the B tier skin. Sorry, I'm in the middle of like explaining that game. I can't believe that. That is some absolute BS. Yeah, the range is a little bit too crazy. The ball lasting 18 seconds. Guys, here's the thing about the ball. The ball on kiting doesn't make a difference for it to last 18 seconds. That doesn't make a difference. I think we're playing with green right now. That doesn't make a single difference. The fact that I lost 18 seconds on kites. Because you're either... well, for starters, 99% of the time, even if you dodge the ball at first, he just connects the point and immediately captures you because of how fast the ball travels. Okay, that's another thing that I don't really like. I have issues mainly with 1000 presence ball. That thing is basically a guaranteed hit on a kite. That thing is basically a guaranteed hit on a kite. There's almost nothing the survivor can do to deal with it. The only people who can really do something about it are a magician and first officer who can go through the Kiwa's ball while being invisible. Besides that, no survivor can really do anything about it besides just trying to leave. So if it's a survivor like Mercenary that elbow pads away, or like Forward that football's away, okay, in that case, it doesn't matter that it lasts 18 seconds because the Q's is going to immediately remove the ball because it's not going to do anything. So in that case, either he uses it immediately or he immediately gets rid of it. Either he instantly captures you within like 3 seconds of placing it, or you use an ability to immediately get away, or he just did a bad job dropping the ball, like that guy. In that case, I would boost away, and then he has to just grab the ball back. So basically, the only thing that the 18-second ball matters on is to block Cypher machines. So for just 18 seconds, our survivor just cannot decode the Cypher machine, which is stupid. That's stupid. That for 18 seconds, that's the only purpose of it lasting 18 seconds has. They could nerf it to 10 seconds and it would make no difference on chase. It would just mean that now you don't have to wait 18 seconds not being able to decode the Cypher machine. That being said, if he doesn't connect the points well, then you can just kind of decode in the center. Oh god, here we go again. Mad Eyes Part 2. This is a pretty good Cypher to Mad Eyes though. Just because it's out in the open. The bad news is that if he wants to chase us first, he could pretty easily trap us in here, so... I'm almost thinking about not doing it, actually. Oh, shoot. I see what he's doing here. So, pretty much you cannot take the coaster against Mad Eyes. Wow, he's thought of everything. You cannot take the coaster against Mad Eyes because he's going to block up the staircase, so you need to press the button, but apparently he thought of that too. Look at that, he actually did go towards 2-story. Well, you guys now cutting there, convenient, because now we went away from where he wanted to cut. Although now, wouldn't it be very easy to block him in there? I'm going to take this time to try to destroy the console while he's busy with Lucky Guy. Our Cypher is a little bit at a slow start, I'm not gonna lie. Which has me a little bit nervous. 84%. The issue is like when you're decoding inside a building like 2-story where there's nothing good inside to use, so your goal is to just leave it. Well then there's an issue if he blocks one half of the exit and then the other half. We do have the staircase, we do have the window upstairs, but again, you can block off that doorway, I'm pretty sure. To the window, if I'm not mistaken. There it is, read him like a book. Okay. Man, the issue now is that he's gonna keep blocking off the Cypher Machine with the other console as well. Okay, nice. Our teammate actually got rid of it, I think. No, now he's just using that console. We need to decode another Cypher. We don't have another Cypher. We have Bridge, I guess. Dude, look at this. Look at that setup with the wall combining with the broken carousel. Okay. Alright. This Cypher's much better because he can't block the Cypher off. Since it's on a bridge, the fences immediately go down instantly. Again, Mad Eyes is... Mad Eyes is gonna be that character where... It's never over. Even when someone dies early, it's never over. This Mad Eyes is such a bad kit that you can honestly still 3-man escape. You can't rescue. Okay, we're gonna not waste our time though. Those fences will not go down in time before he dies, so we're not gonna bother. That's a big problem. Holy. The hitbox on these fences are very interesting. Okay, we can escape now. Do we want to escape though? Would it really be an escape? Because he would be able to just trap us down at the bottom as well, I think. But yeah, up here the fences also go down faster. Alright. Goddamn, about time you get on that console. It's green, by the way. I'm 99% sure that's green, by the way. Because green always plays with this guy, Forever Sue. He might be streaming right now, for all I know. Yeah, green also keeps his name hidden, and his duo doesn't. So, that's looking even more like green. That he's using a console across the bridge, by the way, to block that. Is there anything else we can do here? I don't think so. This should go down right about now. Okay, wrong side. And then just gonna block off the Cypher again. Green hasn't really pinged anything. At least I'm assuming this is green. Okay, he's got the console now. Yeah, this is a rough game though. This is a rough game. Okay. I'm almost certain that he can just use another console here though to block out the Cypher again. Didn't do a good job blocking it. Okay. Well, he anyway would have needed to use 2 walls though, so. I don't think there's a whole lot we can do about this scenario right here. We have to destroy this console so that he doesn't keep double blocking it. Yeah, look at this. 500 energy. I'm gonna put the fences here so they immediately disappear. In case they try to... In case I don't want these fences to be here. This is an annoying game for sure. Although now I'm worried that he can just use the other console across the bridge. Okay, no, he ran out of energy. It's such a slow process to do that. The good news is it's also a slow process for him killing people. The two end up canceling each other out so that we're always still in this game. It's just a matter of who's more patient. I think the Archer just got blocked there big time. If we can pop this Cypher, we're looking good. No. Okay, well that's gonna go down in around 20 something seconds. I thought it was 15, but maybe it's 20. Okay. We're not gonna be able to rescue here. Do I choose to go for the Cypher? Okay, well, we have to decode this. We have to decode this. I don't know if Spicy's ever going to be able to decode that Cypher machine. 90%. Is there any way I can go around? No, there is not. There's no way. I might have to just vault this. This is too far away from the chair, so it won't go down. I have to vault this. After this setup, after the fence goes down, we have to vault. Okay. Right. Yeah, not a whole lot I can do about that. He set that up before we were even able to do anything about it. Yeah. Very annoying. I guess apparently that's far enough away. I'll have to tell him to pop. I don't think he can even pop. I can't even see the screen in my house here. Yeah, there's no way to survive. The Mad Eyes, by the way, is like, if he doesn't move after he vaults, you cannot walk through. He's perfectly sized enough where when he vaults the wall and he doesn't move, you cannot walk through him. Man, that is unfortunate. That is such a sad way to lose this game. I guess I should have vaulted the fence as soon as possible. It's almost like he's stream sniping. Like, why didn't he do it sooner then? I don't know why he didn't do it sooner then if he knows that I could have vaulted that. It's like the moment I said it, that's when he started doing it. It's a really stupid hunter. Like, it's so dumb because it's either like he just gets clapped because the survivors know, or it's just BS. There's no in between with Mad Eyes. I can't believe they don't make the range of the chair bigger. Like, that was only a couple meters away and we couldn't save him. Should have just vaulted immediately. But the problem is if we vault immediately, he's just going to put a fence right in front of Green's chair, block me off, and then swing at me. And we also wouldn't be able to rescue them. Not a whole lot to do about that. Yuko is here. Damn, bro. Yuko is here. Yuko's a Mad Eyes player as well. Dang, bro. Nothing we can do about that. We should have vaulted as soon as possible. But again, he could just get on the console and block up Green, then swing at me. That was not the same Mad Eyes player. That was a different Mad Eyes player. This is Identity. This guy just named himself Identity. And this was Yuko, yeah. Yuko, brother, you got way too high of a win rate. For Mad Eyes, I wonder what that other guy's win rate is. He played that really well, though. He played that really well at the chair. Really stupid. I'm not gonna say it was fair by any means. That is not fair by any means. But he did play that well. He also has 69? What is up with you Mad Eyes and your 69 win rates? 69-19? Oh, you changed your name. Why did you change your name? It's the same guy. It is the same guy. He just changed his name between matches. His name is now Identity. I was surprised. I was like thinking, who else plays Mad Eyes? Who the hell plays Mad Eyes, dude? Okay, so I'm very tempted to say he was stream sniping. Like, at the moment I said we're gonna vault that fence, he started putting more fences up because he realized that's the only way. Nah, I'm calling BS on that. That is some BS. You just arrived? Hey, that's what every sniper says. Can't take it from the sniper. Seer, perfumer, dancer, cowboy, enchantress. There's too many survivors to care about who the comp is. We don't care who the comp is. She? Here we go again, guys. I was just talking about how I need to assume everyone is a she. I'm telling you, everyone is a she in this game. I say he by nature because everyone who plays games is usually guys, and identify as the one exception, I guess. Even Dead by Daylight, it's the same game. Well, it's not the same game, but mostly guys. I wonder why. Yuko, can you tell us why? I mean, I don't think Yuko would know. I think Yuko would only know why she started playing. And then I guess we would know. Man, she's not even using her perfume? Was she looking at the lizard right there? Hello. Nikki, I swear you better get that hit. Come here. Oh, man. Okay, he got her. Whew. Nice. Dude, look at the value from inertia in 2VA. You can get some good value out of it. Man, we just killed 2 people basically for free, basically. Okay, well he's gonna get that guy, but that's okay. Cowboy is a very temporary problem. Cowboy's a very temporary issue. He's gonna have to drop her here. He still dropped her for some reason. Okay. He has to use his lasso here. So he'll use it here. I mean, the thing about 2V is we got Miki here. It literally doesn't matter if he catches me. He's already used he's already used 2/3 of his lasso, and we still got the chair. This is why Cowboy's just not a good character. You can literally let the lasso happen, and it does not matter. It literally does not matter. Yeah, especially in 2v8. In 1v4 it matters more, because obviously you're on your own. You're on your own, guys. Does he drop the pallet here? Ah, we don't even need it. We're so fast. That's not in the pallet. Okay, whatever. I guess he was just farming owls. He was trying to farm owls. Let's go ahead and... I do want to help Miki. Does that actually gain... Does him looking at me there actually gain him stuff? Dude, we got everyone waiting here. Got her. Watch my mechanic video to learn how to do that. Well, he got her out. He got her out good enough. Watch her waste this pallet. Okay. Oh, free hit. Why not? What the heck? Okay, more free damage. Why not? Oh, free pallet break. Oh, nice. We'll take it. There's people nearby here though. Chair hit. Value. Well, someone has to rescue. One of you has to rescue. Okay, alright, I guess no one rescues, whatever. Is he not gonna let go? I don't know if he let go in time, or did they both take damage? I have full, oh, he still took the damage right there. Where'd he go? Bro, I don't even know where he went. Let's go after the cowboy. Come here, cowboy. I should have focused on killing him. I wanted to block the side. I mean, this is the problem with the ball. You can rebound it so easily. I don't think that's okay. That if they dodge the ball, you can. It's basically still so easy to still rebound your ball. I don't like that about QS. I don't think that's fair. But then again, we got Goman. We got Shadow, who just gets free hits basically. Full presence at least. And then we got that Mad Eyes game that we don't talk about. I really do want to see fast power breaking plus where we were using our ball. Plus, no, this was a bad connection. It's alright. Dude, look at this. It only stacks up to 4 people injured, but that's still pretty good. Like, it's very easy to get the full inertia for the full time boost. Like, we can even go back in it again, just to keep it up. So now, after we get this hit, we still are going to be very quick here for a long time. We even pick up faster with inertia. You chair people faster with inertia. Or maybe that's agility at that point. I'm not sure. I know, give me that! I know inertia definitely makes you pick people up faster, but I don't know if it makes you chair them faster. Okay. We only got 50 from that, though. I just need 50 more and we can buy another pill. Okay. Or we can break this pallet as well. Let's get that pill first. Oh, they did manage to rescue the cowboy. I didn't expect that. Okay, they're mass healing. Magician Illusion is just chilling. Oh, so that's how he got the rescue off. Now, what are you here for? Are you here to flare them? We pick up so fast, though. Okay, he broke the chair. We'll never know why. But anyway. All right, whatever. Oh, whatever. We can jump to it. Right, it is covering both of them. She's just dead. Okay, Mickey did teleport to that cipher. Man, unfortunately it's too far away to put a ball on top of it. What was that smash from Mickey? He hit no one with it. Value. Man, that's the last person right there. We may as well help Mickey out. This dude Lizard's just chilling. He's just in pain. Again, like we're gonna be able to just rebound this ball even if it's not on top of the window. Because the ball is just so fast. It just moves so fast after you use it. Men take gaming more seriously and think of mobile games as unserious. You should tell that to the Dead by Daylight people. They would be offended, even though it's completely true. He was so short I thought he was my teammate in rank as prisoner. I mean, he looks like a survivor, kind of. He does kind of look like a survivor. I remember I was watching a Sprinter stream and someone said, this guy looks like a... This guy's a survivor. He looks like a hunter. Like a... No, sorry. I mean, does he look like a hunter? Is he supposed to be a hunter? He looks like a survivor. Alright. Alright, guys. That's going to be it for today. Sad session, but what are you going to do about it? It happens with the randoms. What is my win rate now? 39 win rate. It's crazy. It's crazy, man, how little makes a difference. If you know... Yeah, okay, we can do one more. It's crazy how little it makes a difference, like how much you know about the game and how well you can Kai just makes absolutely no difference if certain people get chased first. And I mean, sometimes the Hunter plays really well and they outplay the Survivor really well, but most of the time it's just because it's a issue in the Survivor's row or like they did a small mistake somewhere. Another magician using magic. I remember when that skin came out. The skin came out so long ago. Man, we got 2 forwards. 2 forwards. I mean, we could go extra and rage. This could be good as well, though. I don't know if it's gonna be that big of a deal. If people are gonna die in front of walls, it won't make any difference. I don't really think there's anything we need to change. We do want Impulsive as Qist. It does make a big difference. What kind of iPad does Psyche have? Dude, even I don't remember. What? iPad something? iPad 11-inch, I think? iPad 11-inch. Do you only have an iPad to play on 95? No, I have a phone as well. I just choose to play on the iPad. Imagine only having iPad and not a phone. What kind of world you live in? How does that happen? Okay. There we go. I was thinking there's no way they spawn all 8 survivors on the same side of the map. Okay, apparently we have little girls everywhere attached to people. Can't find them. The only issue with not knowing spawns in 2v8 is you run into problems like this. Like if I'm sure one person spawns there, but because I don't know where he spawns, it turns out to not even be worth it, because we won't bump into anyone else for that matter. Okay, that's still a dead. In fact, he's especially dead. Okay. I'd love if Miki could like help me out here, since he's anyway not really doing anything. Okay, we did sandwich him. Nice flywheel. Alright, I guess I'll break it so Miki can walk through. Man, I don't think Miki has any presence here. Oh, nice! He got the hit through the pallet, and he can teleport now. Really perfect. He just got his 1,000 presents, I think. Okay. Since I'm not gonna be chasing anyone, like no one is gonna be at 2 stories, so I'm just gonna go ahead and help Miki out. And if he gets on the roller coaster, I'll be ready on the other side. Man, we didn't block the cipher. Okay, use my graffiti. Yeah, you cannot flywheel. You cannot flywheel that. If they time it perfectly, you always get hit. Is Miki gonna defend my target? I don't know where Miki is. I don't know why sometimes it loads in where Miki is and sometimes it doesn't. It's so annoying. Like, if he's too close, it just doesn't load him in, I guess? Wow, they do not care about rescuing these poor forwards. Man, I don't even have, like, any points to buy anything. Dude, if I could stop her, that'd be great. Okay. Man, why is she so fast? What the hell? Was that me or was she fast? Maybe that's just me. I actually don't know. Maybe that was just me. Okay. You'd rather not chase 2 people at the same time if there's ciphers to protect? Because those 2 people are not really doing anything. I think we're going to want recovery as this guy. It's tough though, because nice, we block out both bridge and the cipher, but no one is here. Man, unless you count those 2 people that Miki's chasing. Oh, there is someone here. I didn't even notice. Dude, she was so short I didn't even notice she was decoding that. Please. I thought it attached to the wrong thing. Okay, really bad move from her. We could actually keep her up here still so that once again she has this really bad vault. And it doesn't let you connect? Okay, interesting. And she's gonna go down here to our 1,000 presents right now. Or not, we don't even need it. We're definitely gonna want basement, because Kiwa's basement is insane if you do it right. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Oh no, oh, it does block, nice. Man, we're not really getting a lot of damage here, so my Q's is also not getting great value. I mean, unfortunately, he doesn't even die to detention. Okay, nice. I'll say it again, Flywheel doesn't counter that. He counters Flywheel every time. No one knows, apparently. They all try and they all fail, and it's funny every single time. I mean, I assume they won't rescue this. Okay, we can leave now. I'm gonna put a point there for later. She might be here. No, she's not. He's got perfume. Chooses not to use it. Great. Love it. She's got perfume though, really unfortunate. She's just standing there? Okay. Nice, we'll take it. Oh, there's no chair there. I don't know why Miki's helping to engage. Oh, because he saw someone going there. Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna say, usually you don't want two people at the gate if your teammate didn't say there was anyone here. Alright. We can actually make it to the other gate here. Miki's doing something. He's smashing someone. That's interesting. Can we stop the gate in time? Yes, we do. Okay. Do I have to defend that? I mean, we don't necessarily have to defend it. If I don't kill her, good one, but we are playing QS, so it's not a big deal. Okay. So stupid. Should not be able to survive that. That's okay, because you won't survive this. Oh no, but my detention just ran out. Unfortunate. If detention functioned like it should in 2v8, then she should be dead there, but why would it? Of course it wouldn't. Okay, she's still here. I can also see she's right there on top of that. I'd love it, yes, because then she gets sucked in if she drops. I was gonna say I'd love it if she just drops that right now. I'm already chasing my target, Miki. I got a guaranteed win right here if I just stick on her. We could teleport back now though. Yo, can I please select? Thank you. Okay. We're gonna just chill here while Miki deals with them. I'm just gonna go now. Now's a good time. How bad is he getting BS right now? Oh god. Okay. No, where's the guy out? Okay, get her out. Now little girl dies in one hit. Nice, but he also dies. So I could just go after him for the same price. I did not mean to pick up there. I meant to use my ball, but instead I guess the pickup button was underneath. Okay. Is dungeon open? I never saw anyone open a crowbar. That gate's not open. Oh, she's on the thing, I think. Where is she? Was good. She died. And Mickey smashes for the BM value. Alright. That's gonna be it for today, guys. I have, Ithaca says I have an iPad that I use for everything, so my FPS is not the greatest. So you had to put it on performance. That's unfortunate. At least if you play Hunter on performance, the objects from far don't load in. Which is good for survivors trying to hide behind them. I really hate that, by the way, because you make your game look really ugly for streams, but for Hunter players, it is the best competitive option. Which just makes the game look really bad when you're watching it. You did a banger job keeping both gates locked. Thank you, Miki. I just did one of them at a time, though. I wasn't able to protect both. I was there at the right time. Let's just put it that way. They should add Dream Witch to duos and Golem Cave duos. Yeah, there would be some of these hunters, like Dream Witch and duos. I don't see why they can't add it. They should just do the same thing for Dream Witch and 2v8 as they did with graffitis and like emoting. That you can just toggle which wheel you're on by dragging to the right, so that you can change which like graffiti and emote wheel you're on. They should do that. I don't understand why they don't do that. Again, back then that was not in the game. Since then they've added it. And so they should just do that for 2v8 Dream Witch. Like, a lot of these hunters should and can be in 2v8. There's no reason Clerk can't be in 2v8 for the same logic. Is there anyone else who's not in 2v8 here? Honestly, Goman could be in 2v8. He would be hard to use because you wouldn't kill people in 2 hits. And Recovery Pill doesn't bring cages back faster. It only makes your cooldown shorter, not like the bar at the bottom faster. So he would be bad in 2v8, but really there's no reason he can't be in 2v8. Like, and then they put Shadow in 2v8, but Shadow's useless. I gotta go, Miki. Shadow is useless though, because I thought he was gonna say bye or something. All right then. Horrific for Hermit. It would take a long time to kill people, but everyone would be taking damage. It would be an insane amount of math to be figuring out the health of every single person. You have to be dividing like however many people have colors. That would be what you divide by, and your damage. You'd have to consider that your 1.2 damage being divided among 8 different people, so you're getting like 0.2 or something damage on each person. Good games, Miki. Need like a math expert to use it. It would just mean that it's harder to calculate when people are on their death hits, so that you don't unnecessarily give them a color when they would just die if you didn't give them a color, if possible. Usually you have to give them a color, but knowing what color to give will at least force the survivors to change their color so they can't do it later. Alright guys, that's it for today's stream. Let's roll our dice. See what we get. Don't get anything. We got the essence that we cannot open yet. By the way, if you guys log in this week only, the devs are doing something cool. They're doing like double rewards for everything. Well, not everything, not the events, but these daily battles that you do. We got 8 spyglasses there, which by the way are pretty hard to get. We got 20 clues there. That's respectable. And we got 30 fragments. Again, respectable. That's like what is that? That's a C tier skin right there. Every day you're gonna get it for the next 7 days. You also, I'm not sure if you get the bonus points though for winning or drawing your first 3 games, like with the logic pad. But you also get more rewards here. You get 20 clues here, 30 clues here, 40 light bulbs. So you're getting 100 light bulbs this week if you just if you logged in all 7 days, which, I mean, if you didn't already log in the first day, then you wouldn't get the last reward. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today. We do get 1 essence. We'll open up the 1 essence. See if we get anything. We do not get anything. We're 69 away from the S tier. And it's 36 for a C tier, actually. Okay, so it's about a C tier. I like it. I think it's pretty cool, especially the light bulbs. And if you're missing anything with spy glasses, you can buy it with spy glasses. You know, they're not easy to come across, so it's nice that they're giving double, 20. You know, that's a respectable amount. So if you're missing any of the A or S tiers, they've added a lot over the years, so now it's... How many would you need? You need 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 to claim all the S and A tiers in the shop nowadays. So then not counting anything else that they put in here that you can also buy. God, I have all of it apparently, except a few. And the dishes. I guess we can buy you as well. Why not? All right. Oh yeah, and we can also buy this thing. We can buy this, and we can buy a portrait. All right. We can get the Yidra character day. Claim that. Surprise check and rewards. 100 clues for free. Another 100 there. That's good. 100 here. Bam, bro. 200 40 spy glasses. They don't give you 40 every day. I'll tell you that. And we got 20 of those things, which I have thousands of this. I forgot how much. I think I have over 1,000. Yeah, we got 1,500. All right, guys. That's going to be it for today's stream. Let me just... I have 2 news. That's going to be it for today, guys. After I claim all this new stuff here, because the red dot, I hate the red dot. I've just accepted the red dot when I'm in the lobby, because you always get new furniture, so I don't even bother getting rid of it at this point. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today. Thank you guys so much for joining along. I will see you guys later, and take care. This has been Psyche. Peace out, everyone. Take care.